Howdy folks, welcome back. This is a 2010 Toyota Tundra, and the customer tells me that he cannot remove the key from the ignition. So the ignition works, you can turn the key on, you can start the engine, you can turn the key off, but on these Tundras you're supposed to push the key in and then turn it back a little bit further, then you can remove the key from the ignition, and I believe that also locks the steering. Anyway, that part of it doesn't work, at least not all the time. It's actually currently stuck. I don't know if it's got a bad lock cylinder or that there's a problem with the shift interlock or a problem with the steering lock. We're going to find out. So like I said, the key is currently stuck. I can turn it on, I can turn it off, but I can't remove it from the ignition. I'm wondering if maybe it's the shift interlock here, so. There. All right, so I feel pretty confident that it's the shift interlock that's keeping it from going back into the lock position. Okay, I think we've got a good enough direction. Let's get the covers off the steering column, see if we can figure out how the shift interlock works. I don't know if it's mechanical or electronic or what the deal is. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to pull the steering wheel off. So there's a couple of screws back here behind it. Battery's disconnected, so hopefully we won't get an airbag in the face. Oh, what do you think? 18 millimeter? Oh, we're going to have to put a puller on it or not? Yes, we are. We better put something on this clock spring because I don't want it to wind up on us. Let me grab some tape. Probably could have done that pretty easily without removing the steering wheel if they hadn't put these screws in here. come on. Okay, we're in. How's this work? I don't know. All right, so there is a switch. It's this black thing right here. So it's activated by a tab that comes off of the shift lever itself. Let me see if I can get this out of the way. There it is. So the tab on the shift lever drops down into this notch, and then it pushes on the switch, and that releases a solenoid, which I believe is that white guy right there, that actually locks the lock cylinder, stops it from rotating all the way back, letting you take your key out. It still works, the switch works, but it's not being pushed far enough or hard enough. It's got a poor, I don't know if it's a poor connection in the switch or if it's actually mechanical. So I want to try to get that switch off the back here of the shift mechanism, and we'll just see what we can see. I don't think you can replace the switch separately. It looks to me like it's part of a big harness that includes the wiring that goes out to the, whatever it is, shift override here, and this lock to lock it in park, and what else? I think the antenna for the key. All this stuff is all built into one harness. So there's no way to separate that switch out. At least no way I can currently see. So let's see if we can get that switch out of there, and we'll go from there. All right, folks. Our friends at Toyota have not made this easy. Obviously, we've had to ramp up the disassembly process. I did get the switch out. That's not fun. So it's screwed to the back of this shift detent plate. The problem is you can only access one of the screws, the top one. The bottom one is hidden by the actual solenoid that locks the key switch. So in order to get that one out, I actually ended up having to make a tool, or modify a tool. So I took a regular number 2 Phillips hex shank bit and ground it way down. Come on, focus. You can do it. Come on, Panasonic, you can do it. Anytime. Alright, well, forget about that. Anyway, I had to grind it down so it would fit past the solenoid, access that screw. So I got that out. You can't take the solenoid off either because the screw for it is obstructed by the switch. So it's a chicken or egg process here, trying to figure out which one to take off. Anyway, the switch works electrically. It switches. I think the problem is mechanical. The little plunger here is just not being pushed down far enough. So in order to correct that, I went ahead and removed the clock spring and the stock controls for your wiper and turn signal and all that jazz. And then I removed the actual shift lever. I can't take it all the way off because it's part of that same wiring harness for the switch and the latch solenoid and the whole kit and caboodle here. Anyway, what I think we're going to do is we'll try to, I don't know, take a Dremel or something and just clean up the bottom side of that little pawl. Hopefully we can make it so that it pushes down on the lever of the switch just a little bit more. I think that's our best option. I can't get parts. This switch isn't available. The whole harness isn't available. I can't find parts in a junkyard. At least nothing I can get in a timely manner without buying a whole steering column. Like, we don't have a U-pull-it type place, so it's kind of hard to tell them what I want. Anyway, I think that's our only option, our only viable option at this point. Working on a steering column is not an easy thing to film. I think I got the camera sort of rigged up. Anyway, we're going to put this switch back together. I don't think there's anything we need to do with it. So it's got these tiny little screws. They also have Loctite on them. put a little bit of blue Loctite back on them. Use my fancy custom tool here. That light's going to die any second. So the big problem here is this one behind the actual lock solenoid. Come on, little buddy. Well, god dang it. Yeah, that figures. I don't know what the official process is for this. I'm supposed to take the lock cylinder out, I guess. Let's never speak of that again. Now here's the bottom of the shifter. I've been just filing it. It's hard, but it can be cut with a file. I don't know what, if it's a forging or powdered metal or what. It's welded here, so I'm assuming it's a forging. This piece right here is definitely powdered metal, and it's hard as a coffin nail. Okay. I think we got it. You hear the little solenoid plunger every time. Sorry about the dinging, I can't do anything about it. Alright guys, I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to put it back together. See what happens. Pull a bit of grease on this thing. Again, Loctite on that bolt. Everything in here was basically had Loctite on it. That'll work. Okay, what's next? Put all this stuff back together, I guess. I guess we better go ahead and put the column back up. There it is. Okay. That one's got to be it. That probably ought to have Loctite on it, don't you think? I can't say I've ever had the steering wheel come off while I was driving a car, but I imagine it would be pretty scary. That's it. Hook the battery up. Beautiful. Hey lady, we're trying to film an outro. Can you give me a half a second?
Sure. Repeat yourself jumping.
All right, folks. Key goes in, key comes out. That's all we were asked to do. I'm sure this is the wrong way to fix it, but it works. It's not going to cost them a fortune, so I think we're going to go with it. I've never seen this problem before, at least not on a Tundra. This truck's only got 114,000 miles. It's relatively clean. I don't know if it's a fluke or a common thing or what the story is. So I can't say for sure that this is going to be a permanent fix. So I guess if it comes back, we'll have to throw some parts at it, if we can get those parts. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time. I am current. This is really hard to do with you watching me.
No watching.
Yeah, 1 million people can watch me on the camera. It doesn't bother me, but one person watching me in real life.
Fine, I'll get on my phone.
All right, folks, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm trying a few new things. I am now using DaVinci Resolve for editing, so let me know if you see any kind of weird artifacts or anything like that in the video. I'm also trying out the Rode Wireless Go, or Wireless Go 2. It's a wireless lav mic. I'm hoping that it improves the audio, specifically that it cuts down on the echo, since we're going to be working inside the shop now that it's getting colder, and possibly cut down a little bit on the road noise. It's currently 5:30. It's constant traffic out there, so let me know if you can hear it or not, or what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Hey lady.
Hi.
You know what's cool?
Your microphone?
I can give you your own microphone.
Am I supposed to just like always just have it on me just in case I need
It's-
to talk?
I don't know, we'll see what the battery life is like. It's supposed to be 7 hours. So I've been just trying to leave it on all the time.
Wait, where am I supposed to clip it on me?
I don't know. I also have like actual lav mics so you can clip it on like your belt and then run the thing, like the cord up.
Like, am I supposed to wear it like that?
Yeah.
Like, every time I walk in, just like throw it on every single time?
It's like a Star Trek communicator. Very inconspicuous.
Doesn't it make it look like I have something on me? So when you videotape me, people will be like, what in the world's that thing that she's wearing?
It's not distracting at all. Don't worry.
No. Kind of itches.
All right. Dinner time? Mm-hmm. Thanks for watching.
Bye, folks.